Okay. When we're talking about how long to hold each chord for, right? Now, I didn't write what's called the time signature down, but if I write the time signature down, it's 4/4. All right, so your time signature is always at the beginning of a piece of music, and it tells you how many beats are in the measure. Every single measure is going to get 4 beats. Make sense? Mm-hmm. So even though like down here, there's 3 slashes, what we do is we add the chord plus the slashes. So it's 1 for the chord plus 3 slashes. So 1 plus 3 is
4.
Good. The number with the chord, that tells us what extra note to add with the chord, right? So we can have what's called a chord extension. So G, if you go to G, is just G, right? There's no number with it. Strum it. Good. Now, if you take your pointer finger and you put it here, that is a G2. Because you're adding this, so this note is an A, and A comes after G in the musical alphabet. So G would be 1, A would be 2. That's how we get the number there. So if we were to move your pointer finger up 1 string, nope, that's 2 strings. There you go. That's a G6. All right, so that's how we get those different numbers. I don't expect you to really know what they mean too much, but does that make sense where the numbers with the chord lie? So we have our regular chord, like G, and then the number tells us like what extra note to add in with that chord. So you're still playing the chord, we're just adding an extra note in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Anyway, so the timing here for the C2, okay, so this is chord and slash. So chord is 1, slash is 1. So 1 plus 1 equals
2.
Good. But remember, we only have 4 beats in the measure. So if we have 4 beats in the measure, we know that this is 2 beats. So 4 minus 2 is?
4 minus 2 is 2.
Very good. So that means we only have 2 beats left to work with in the measure. Are you tracking with me on that one? Okay.
No, the D and the slash.
The D and the slash. So that's 2 beats as well. Does that make sense about the timing and how we get it? So whatever we put in the measure has to add up to 4. Sometimes this top number will change to a 3, a 5, 6, 7. Sometimes the bottom number will change to an 8. And there's other variations as well that are a lot more complex. But if you see, like, we'll say if we did like 3, 4 here, then that would mean just this measure is 3 beats. Does that make sense? Only that one measure changes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.